Are you looking for some ways to embrace your calling as a stay-at-home mom, or maybe a homemaking mom, or whatever title you have given yourself? If you're just looking for some ways to embrace your role, then keep watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. So we all know, whether you have been new to the stay-at-home mom life or you've been a homemaking mama for many years, we all have felt that feeling of isolation, or at least the fear of it. Being at home with the kiddos all day can sometimes feel like you're alone, but you're really not. It's a weird situation, and I think that we all struggle with it from time to time. Whether we have figured out these creative ways or just things that we can do and implement in our life to not feel like that, or when we are feeling like that, having little things that we can do throughout the day to just make us feel like we are connected to our people. So I have a few ideas for you, so 5 creative ways that you can embrace your calling as a mama, especially for those stay-at-home mamas. And the first one is going to be host a mom's night in, or a girls' night in, whatever you want to call it. They don't have to be moms to come hang out, but just a way for you to connect with other mamas, having maybe some snacks and treats, something that you're not usually having, a great time to break out that charcuterie board, make it real fun and fancy, having like a theme night. I've seen a lot of people doing this where they'll have a theme for the night, whether it's the color, like each person gets a color that they have to bring stuff for. That one looks really fun. I want to try that. Or maybe having a movie theme night, or a board game night, something like that, where you guys are having an activity that you're doing to be able to bond and connect with, as well as having treats and snacks. And it's just something to help you feel connected to your community, your people, and a fun way to do it. Why not embrace your stay-at-home mom role with other stay-at-home moms? And then the second way to be creative in embracing your role as a stay-at-home mama is, why not have a themed day with your kiddos? Whether it's a tea party where you guys are dressing up in some nice clothes, cute little hats, whatever, or maybe it's a superhero party, or maybe your favorite movie, you guys dress up as characters, whatever it is, make it fun, make sure to take pictures, and it's such a fun way to be creative with the kiddos and just embracing and enjoying your role as mama. Okay, and then my third way I am suggesting to embrace your role as a stay-at-home mama is having a hobby. Now, a lot of people are like, I don't have time for a hobby, and I get it. I feel the same way. I have 7 kiddos. We homeschool. I feel like we're constantly doing something, and I don't really have time to sit there and just work on something that I feel is kind of like, I don't want to say a waste of time, but it feels like a waste of time when there's all these other pressing things. But I know when I take time to do something that I really enjoy and I feel creative, and it's just kind of like an outlet, and it helps me feel relaxed and I don't feel so overwhelmed and stressed out. I feel like I'm taking time out for me. It's a little bit of my self-care. So whether I am crocheting or baking, if you knit, paint, there are so many things that you can do as a hobby that you just take time. And if you really want to create some connection, inviting some friends over, or even on like a Facebook group or your church group, whatever it may be, inviting other women to have that as well. You have seen the paint parties, paint and wine parties, crocheting parties, quilting parties, something like that, or even just everybody coming over and like baking some cookies could be a really fun way to grow in that hobby, that skill, while also connecting with your friends. And there are so many ways. If you're like, I don't even know how to do this, you guys are watching me here on YouTube. You can stream. They have plenty of teachers out there who show you how to paint a specific thing. Maybe everybody pitches in $5 or $10 for the supplies, and then you guys drink some wine and paint at home, or you can, put the supplies in to make this like grand dessert, whatever it may be. Like, don't forget to invite your friends, because that's a great way too. But if you are looking for some me time and just some quiet time, maybe while the kids are napping or at school, that is a great way for you to embrace your calling as a mom. Okay, and then number 4, and it's one of my favorite ones, is to get outside and explore. Get into nature. Whether you are taking the kiddos or not, I really enjoy taking my kiddos, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, bogged down by my responsibilities and duties at home, or it feels like I'm just not able to get caught up. most of the time, stepping outside for even like a 10 or 20 minute walk makes me feel just like I can breathe. Like I'm not just stuck in the walls of my house. We get out sometimes if we're having a rough day with homeschooling, or like I said, with just my responsibilities, duties, and cleaning and stuff at home. Going outside, having a picnic, hanging out, and just relaxing and having fun for a little while is a great way for you to embrace your role as a stay-at-home mom, feeling connected with the kiddos, having some fun, and not feeling like you are tied down to the house. And finally, don't forget to take care of yourself. This is one that I feel like we all really want, but we don't really know how to implement. So maybe taking a yoga class or an exercise class with other friends would be helpful. Taking a nice relaxing bath at the end of the day with some Epsom salts and candles and some quiet music and just breathing the relaxation in. Or maybe you're like me and you enjoy a nice cup of tea, reading a book before bed, or enjoying some junk TV before you go to bed. Don't stay up neglecting your sleep and not getting those precious 8 hours, because we all know sleep is a precious commodity for us stay-at-home mamas, or just mamas in general. Getting those 8 hours of sleep are really good for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. You don't want the consequences of not getting sleep. So being a stay-at-home mom has its challenges. We all know they do. It's a lot of ups and downs, but I hope with a little bit of creativity and inspiration, you will find that it's a whole lot of fun also. I love being a stay-at-home mom. I have been staying at home for the last 13 years, and it is the best thing in the whole wide world. But I know, like I said, it could be isolating. You could feel lonely at times. Don't forget to invite those friends in. Start a community if you don't have one. These are some great ways to get people involved and get connected with them, so that way you do have a building of community and some connection with other stay-at-home mamas. I hope this video inspired you. I hope these tips will be implemented. If you are going to start one of these things, or you're looking forward to trying one of them, let me know down in the comments. I would love to be able to connect with you and chat about it. If you guys are not already subscribed and you like the motherhood, homemaking, stay-at-home productivity, motivation type content, I am your girl. I am on a mission to help mamas simplify and bring joy into motherhood. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!